watching an incorrect summary of Elden Ring, The Moon and the Stars. I used to be an Elden Ring, Dark Souls Andy. I played a lot of games on the dance pad. I also did a bunch of challenge runs. I did no leveling up, yada, yada, yada. I used to speedrun DS3, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know anything about the lore because, unfortunately, I have a Texas education and I don't know how to read. So let's see what happens.
Hey guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play.
Seizure
Elden Ring,
warning.
or as I like to call it, Boomer Band, is a fun new
Was that the Hey What's Up Denny's? That's my favorite.
hack and slash and bash and crash my car. Developed by Epic Games director Hide Your Tacos Miyazaki with the express purpose of inflicting pain upon the gaijin.
Oh my god, my brain feels like it's on drugs.
The video game's protagonist Elden John as
My brain feels like it's on drugs. Also, I think there's like a weird line on the bottom of the video. Okay, there we go.
Undergoes many trials and tribulations on his quest to fight the entire Catholic Church.
This must have taken
God.
at least
This
20
game is,
years to
a little
edit.
difficult. You could call it the Dark Souls of Skyrim. As such, many challenges await the player, and most of it is the work of Satan, as is every game made by the Japanese.
Oh, I hate the hands.
Spanning a gigantic world slightly larger than
Is there
Africa,
such thing as
we
like
will
a
find
hand
many
enjoyer?
secrets, uncover many attractions, and slay the entire cast of the Bible. I've always liked that book. My favorite part was the genocide.
Yeah, me too. Oh my god, it's like awesome editing mixed with, do you guys know this aesthetic? It's like the aesthetic of going to a roller rink party when you're 12. I think it's the colors remind me of like a roller rink carpet. It's like that. I hate that one boss, the one on the horse. He makes me so mad. And the way you cheese the horse boss is you just like fart on him with poison. I'm ready for some
We boot up
lore.
the game and silly me. I forgot to unplug the keyboard so my
I heard
controller
that
can
USB
work.
thing.
Now I'm free to make my character. Our journey begins inside
He's gotta
of the
make him
Microsoft
ugly. That's what
Power
every
Glove,
Souls
the
fan
quality of
does.
which being so dubious that it resurrects you from the dead. Wake the fuck up, samurai. Of course, this is a FromSoft game, so Spider-Man is here to
Yeah.
send us the fuck back. To our tutorial.
You can beat him, right? After a while, I just started running off the side. Like, you can beat him, but what do you get if you beat him? I don't really remember. I always just ran off the side. I was like, I ain't dealing with this. I ain't got time for this. I gotta go fast.
Tutorial.
Oh, but you have to die anyways? Wait, oh, so you just have to run off the side? Interesting.
Which is a whole lot of fun. You know, just making friends,
love
influencing people, and
backstabs.
providing intuitive solutions to the
Backshots,
issue
backshots,
of life.
backshots.
And with that problem sorted, it's time to take the elevator so we can accomplish the impossible and go outside.
No. I just went outside and then I got sick for a week and I couldn't stream. And then when I started streaming, my throat hurt. Don't do it, guys. Don't listen to the propaganda. It's only safe inside your mind. With Penny, Napkin, and what was the last one that he had?
Welcome everyone
Lint
to
or something?
Limgrave, land of
Restraint?
trees, laborious bears upon the trees, and this
Chip, it
white
was
person.
Chip.
Honest, if you're lost, how about you start by finding some bitches? Stupid weeaboo wearing ass. When's the last time you took a shower with your dirty helmet wearing ass? With your
Like
weird
last
ass
week?
cargo shorts your mama gave you? Look, what I'm trying to say is, your fit is mid, and you get 0 bitches. Fuck out of my sight before I gotta look at those stank ass Vans again.
As per the
Hey, they're not Vans, they're foams, okay? I'm wearing foams, man.
words of our friendly associate, we proceed towards the castle in search of some bitches. In Dark Souls, we sought after the Dark Soul.
Best boss, by the way. I wanted you to just know that. I wanted you to know that, okay? Best boss fight. It is so fun. It is so fun. Anyways, you only just see his hand, but yeah, awesome fight.
In Bloodborne, we tried
Oh, I
to
love
escape
her!
Britain, but for
This is a
Elden
dance.
Ring, our objective is to get the hose. This is a game mechanic.
Oh, I
you
want a
cannot
hoe.
level up until you get a girl boss.
do I get a
So
hoe?
with nothing else to do, I guess we'll have to fight this tutorial boss.
Oh, I spent a long time here.
I tease it.
This is where boys become men, okay, chat? Do you fight the boss that you know you're way too underleveled for and definitely could come back to? Or are you stubborn and just do it? I just did it.
He's a little This tutorial is on how to flee in fear and use geometry. Proceeding to the
Yeah,
next
that
batch
too.
of enemies, we must forsake direct combat in favor of the stealthy techniques of video game protagonist Rigid Danger Mighty Jungle Noodle, at
I
which
wanna play
point
that
they form a
game.
violence committee.
I do want to finish a Metal Gear game. I think the new one's coming out soon.
Try finger, but hold.
Sup, bitch.
What the fuck?
My name is Melatonin, and if I may inquire,
Melatonin
sir, I am
doesn't
in need
even
of a
work on
quirked
me
up
anymore.
White boy who can bust it down sexual style, so that I may make him goated with the sauce.
Okay.
No cap. All we have to do now is kill every demigod on the planet.
Every what?
I'm glad you asked. Long ago, this land was ruled by the great Queen Marinara, who pissed off God so badly that he...
Write this down. There will be a quiz, by the way. I hope you realize that there will be a pop quiz at the end of stream, and I will ask you every single lore drop that was put into this video. And if you don't get it right, you're banned for life. Not my problem. It's your problem.
He left the fucking universe. Now her power, the Amazon gift card, is shattered, and her athletic
Oh, I hope
scions
he
are
gets into
holding a
like the
contest
Jerry
to see who
Springer
can die the
lore.
least.
So God comes back when I kill them.
No, but
There's like
you get
some
to keep the
craziness
gift
going on.
card. These
Yay!
are the faces of evil, who have all claimed a shard of the card. Some seek glory, others redemption, and one is just really attracted to his younger brother.
Wait,
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Okay, his lore is a little wild. Ew, that's like some Alabama souls.
what the fuck?
And after countless weekends at university, the tarnished warriors are called upon to rise from their tilted towers and achieve one final victory royale.
I think I maybe have two victory royales.
Of the Badlands, the
Oh, no!
ever-wet skelly sleeper, the crazy cock.
Everybody hates this guy. Everybody hates the crazy caca guy.
Consumer, and least of all, you, tarnished warrior.
Me?
Is there like an opt-out?
Great, I'll send you to my dimensional pocket.
I see. Cool.
I got lost here for so
Welcome
long
to
because I
the
didn't know
Round
you could
Table
click on the
Hold, a
table.
place to rest, make purchases, and converse with the homeless. Do you sell magic? You know what? I'm just gonna go over here now.
I think that homeless man was from Florida. I love him. He aura farms.
Now, as for our comprehensible friends, we could begin with the blacksmith, but he's a little busy right now. So that only leaves one more person, Fia, the deathbed companion.
Oh, we all fell for this. My favorite thing about Elden Ring was the first week when nobody knew that I think if you get her to cuddle you, you get a debuff. And a lot of people didn't realize that they were having a debuff. So you could see it was basically like a big I'm a gooner alert on the top of their screen if you knew what to look for.
Unique among all women, including my mother, for offering to hug me. Of course, I do accept for gameplay reasons, but what I wasn't aware of was that this one action permanently debuffed my health, and I forgot to turn it off.
Oh, I hope he brings up that her panties are in the game. I think they're in the game, but you can't access them or something. I can't remember.
For the entire game, the effect looks like this, and with that, I've reached my limit for human interaction, so it's time to head back. Jesus Christ, to Stormdale Castle, where we can find the first demigod on our list of all people. Our approach begins by moving through the gate. Our approach begins with the battle against the lag beast, but honestly after that,
Yeah,
the
it's
level
pretty
is
laggy.
easy.
I think I bought this game twice because it was lagging so bad for me on PC.
Alright, finally a cutscene.
Foul tarnish.
God damn it.
Stinky tarnish.
Hose. Unfortunately, I hate women.
I do too. I'm just kidding, but this boss was so hard the first time because I wasn't used to the movesets. Like, it felt like a Bloodborne moveset and like a Dark Souls 1 game for a while.
That sounds like a you problem, Chief. I am also homophobic.
I'm not that!
And you are looking pretty gay right now. Hey guys, it's me, Max0r. Welcome to the first boss.
Is that Alex Jones? Every time I watch a video, Alex Jones just shows up. I feel like I summon
Thatcher is a
him.
very strong, very agile, and very interesting boss. Essentially, his purpose is telling you to fuck off and come back later, preferably when your bones are defragmented from the ass whooping. He combines
I love that
delayed
song.
attacks, crazy combos, and eventually the Hammer of God, just like the real Margaret Thatcher when she hammered English oppression into the once peaceful streets of Derry. So I think I'm gonna take the hint and leave. Fortunately for
Actually, another great way to explain this video is, you know, whenever you read something, like you're doing a book project where they're like, hey, can you take this book home and read it? Then you read like a couple pages and then you stare at the book and you go, what the hell did I just read? And then you have to do it all over again. I think this is a video you have to watch at least 4 times to fully appreciate everything that's in it.
For us, young Sheldon Ring is a game with all kinds of activities to prepare and unwind. You know, like killing the fucking dragon, which for some reason is easier.
I like when his
just
voice goes,
not too
I
much easier.
Oh yeah!
For the next leg of our journey, the now disgraced loser baby resigns himself to living in the woods. That way, he can exist peacefully among
scratching
the
the crap out of
giant
that.
bears and whatever that is.
Greetings, traveler.
He's so attractive. Someone told me that these videos can be edgy because sometimes they'll put like furry on the screen. Can I be looking forward to that right now?
I am the pitbull of the woods. Have you
See,
seen
that's why
any
everybody likes
orphanages
him.
nearby?
Why are you asking me that?
No reason. Legend has it that at the edge of these woods, there's a well containing the tastiest children.
Okay.
Go there,
Oh.
traveler, and I will kill the infants of your choice.
Okay, this might seem bad, but I know a good deal when I see one. Unfortunately, I am blind.
Me too, me too.
Hey guys, it's Max0r here. Welcome to
Hi,
fucking
Max0r.
Space Mountain. I hope you like being trapped in Smurf Valhalla because these fuckers don't play around.
Oh,
So
I
to
hate
keep
the ones
things
that
short,
snipe.
this forest is watched over by the spirit of a gentle stag, and my immediate
was
impulse
a pretty
is to
boss
kill it.
fight.
This necessitates lighting 8 fires scattered throughout the sacred grove, or more accurately,
My wife.
sprinting between them while enduring the trials of free acupuncture meets Markiplier jump scare. That is not a sentence I thought was possible, but then again, we do have sentient lightning and Mr. Krabs. So after lighting the fires at the expense of my life, we devour the necessary peyote to enter the spirit cave. And as it turns out, Bambi
that
is back from
Undertale?
the woods and they had a chip.
MLG, MLG.
I like this fight. He shows me how bad I am at the video game and reenacts my trips to the horse race in 2006.
Oh my God, what
Overall, it is
happened to him in
a really accurate
2006?
portrayal of how fun it is to kill innocent forest animals. 10 out of PETA.
That one wasn't that bad.
You don't even get anything from killing him, just the guilt. So after exiting the hell that is Quebec, we head across Limgrave to the Weeping Peninsula, called as such for its tendency to rain and also the race war. But before we get into that,
Wait, that happened? Is there racism in Elden Ring? For some reason, the most racist game series I can ever think of is Elder Scrolls. Like, every mother sucker in that game is racist. They all hate each other. You load into Oblivion, and the first guy you see basically calls you a slur, and if you load in as the same race as him, he sexually harasses you. Oblivion is the most aggressive game I've played in a while.
we've got a few tasks to do, just like Among Us. These include fighting the sapient tree, uncovering chests that accidentally teleport me to
Oh my
the
God,
end of the
hotboxing
game,
in the
and also
chest.
the bell, which may or may not cause hearing
Now,
damage
who
when we
would
get
want a
close
giant
enough. It
bell?
even contains the rarest of all loot, a woman who tells us the tale of Castle Morn, a fortress
Oh.
that made the grievous mistake of permitting Furfest 2022 in their local Hilton, except
Wait, Furfest was the convention that had a lot of issues, right? That's not the one where that girl dyed herself in the bathtub with the Sharpies. But I think maybe this would have been the one with the poop. I know that there's a problem, but I don't remember what it was.
these are not costumes. My brother in Christ, they are misbegotten chimera, and you're going to die. So as can be expected, they massacred everyone and started a county-sized race war, and now they're sending me to clean up their human corpse ball pit. Fortunately, just like all issues in life, this one is fixed with a massacre. They haven't invented war crimes yet. I like this level actually. It's pretty short, just like this video. My favorite detail is that
Holy
they gave
editing
crap to an
timeline.
orangutan.
I want Taco Bell. I don't know what made me think
Oh boy,
that.
it's more animal cruelty. We're climbing back into Harambe's cage, and there is no gun.
I remember this is where I started getting tilted in my run because you guys were getting so mad that this was taking me a while in my all achievements run. I did one run of Elden Ring where all I did was I tried to get every achievement in one stream. That stream was 42 hours long, no break, no sleep, no food, no nothing. So yes, this did take me a while because I was a little bit out of gas, okay? I started playing so bad. I was playing horrible.
You know, when he isn't converting my bones to sand, this fight is actually easy, mainly because his health is the size of my prefrontal cortex. But even still, I had a great time reenacting the murders I did 2 years ago. And just like this fight, I will not face the consequences.
I'm gonna
Enjoy
see
this
him
while
on
you can,
EWU body
because
cam.
fun because we've got a few more people to talk to, such as D, a man who gives us a fair warning about the dangers ahead.
The village here has been touched.
Who's that man behind you? Oh.
As well as speaking to the sentient jar, which you may find strange,
love
but
him.
really we are all containers for suicidal thoughts. So after
True.
quelling his, our new friend Jar Jar Binks tells us to head east to an industrious land known as Gary, Indiana. You know, it seems like we're going a little...
Is there anything in Gary, Indiana? Every time I think of Indiana, I can't think of nothing. My brain just, like, static. It's like, inside of my brain, when I hear Indiana, is like when you drink a carbonated water and it's like TV static. Crime and sadness. You don't want to know.
little bit off the beaten path with this one, but I'm pretty confident. After all, how bad can it possibly be?
Oh, you never want to hear that.
What the fuck is that? Oh no.
My dog.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, wait, they got the Indy 500. Wait, is that when they like race the cars around in a circle? I think that's what it is.
Let's go back to the castle. This time I think I'll walk all the way back to Market.
Holy walk!
Hey guys, it's Max0r here. Welcome back to
Hi,
the Let's
Max0r.
Play. And
Oh,
on
he's
this
back.
episode, Market is still hard and a bit distrustful.
Me too.
One might say suspicious. We need to eject him. Market, more like Marge Simpson. Even with better gear, this is a fight that demands, among other things,
This
awareness
fight's actually
and
pretty
patience.
cool.
Emphasis on the patience, but most importantly,
It's kinda
this
like a
fight
rhythm game.
requires experience. Experience gained through fighting zoo animals, dragons, and even Canadians to squeeze out the narrowest of victories. Just to watch out for
I've
the
never fought a Canadian. I did go to Canada once for a competition thing that I had to do, and I tried poutine for the first time. It was all right. I thought it was gonna be a lot better.
Really glad we could beat the first boss up 9 minutes into the video.
No, you did great.
Welcome everyone to Stormvale
It doesn't
Castle,
matter how long
realm
it
of the
takes,
first
as long as you
demigod,
get it
Godric
done.
the Garfted. And if I can't
I
get
love
to him in
Garfield.
20 minutes, the lasagna is free. Stormvale is a complex, multifaceted dungeon with various paths, only
I
one
hate
of which
this
is
part.
correct. So instead, we take the side route across the wall,
Yeah,
past the
cheating,
knife birds, and
cheating,
into a
cheating.
Chinese chemical factory. So after cracking open a cold one with the boys, we ascend the political compass until I have authority over life and death, which coincidentally leads us to the castle grounds. And I didn't know they made Irish
Oh, not
birds.
the damn
Colonel,
birds.
I'm trying to sneak around, but the
I hate
clamp of
birds
my
in this
ass
game.
cheeks keeps alerting me growing. All right, it looks like we're finally making some progress. All we have to do now is
You know, I was just thinking about this when I said that every time. You know you actually really love a game when you can't stop saying, I hate this part, I hate this part. For some reason, that means you like it more than normal if all you do is complain.
get through the He's quite the handyman, knows how to work with his hands. You could say he's quite the handful. Better use this door to keep him at arm's length.
I gotta hand it
very
to him.
Funny,
Those
by
puns
the way.
were
Stay
good.
tuned for more laughs and gags on The Big Bang Theory Sundays on NBC.
Bazinga!
I'm sorry, Odie, but I could not stop myself. After all, it was a Monday, and I hate Mondays. Pizza delivery
It's okay, it's normal to hate Mondays.
for Garfield.
It's called lasagna. Pizza Hut really ought to work on serving giant castles.
I work for Domino's.
Then it sounds
I
like
love
you
Domino's,
could
I don't care if I'm
use a bit of a
disgusting.
hand, you know, with making the pizzas. I command you to laugh. Do you know what I've gone through to make that joke?
In this battle against Godric the Minecrafted, we put our patience
Oh,
to the
no.
ultimate test as Grandpa pilots his fucking Max0r Vtuber straight into the housing market. Much like his titular cat, Godric is a fucking gremlin who attained his abilities by entering Friedrich Fazbear's Mega Pissplex in the
played
year of our
that.
Luigi.
Wait, why does Garfield actually hate Mondays? Does anybody have lore on that? Is that the day that he was abandoned by his parents? I just made that up. That is actually really effed up for me to say that. He's just lazy? I don't know. I thought that was the day he was an orphan. Oh, because it's when John goes to work. Oh, wait, he loves his papa.
1987, and then sewed the children therein to his wacky animatronic suit. They call him William Grafton, but besides that, his coordination is subpar since he has to migrate a mosh pit to attack you, and it's
Yeah.
quite excessive. Godric holds
that's
all
the
his
easy to
attacks
dodge
until
one,
the
too.
heat death of the universe, which means
That one
you
I always
have to
mess
pay
up.
attention to his arm carefully, and that's pretty difficult when he's shaped like a four-dimensional object. I'm finding it pretty hard to keep track of him. He seems to morph around when So we fight him slowly and with attrition, like the Viet Cong,
Get his
darting,
ass!
slicing, and dying until eventually reaching oh.
Oh,
Oh god.
here it comes.
I guess
here
he
it
didn't need a
comes.
hand. So to overcome the taxes on his 401k, Godric decides
Oh,
to
God.
order a bad dragon to release his inner Todd Howard's The Skyrim.
Oh, Todd has
Finally,
been like in
I
my
have the
dreams
power
lately.
To cook all the lasagna I want.
Welcome
I haven't had
to phase
lasagna in a
2,
long
bitch.
time. I love this song. If I ever do a cover song, I want to cover that song. That would be so cool. It's like the greatest. It's like the greatest song of all time. I don't care. So good. It's so hype. Yeah.
This is the best game ever made.
I know. See, that's the cycle of Souls games, okay? You're playing the game. This game sucks. I hate this. It's so annoying, so stupid. You go to the boss. Greatest game of my life. The most amazing thing that's ever been released to the public. Peepo clap.
The Round Table Hold, my favorite
Harry Potter's in this
location.
game?
There's really nothing else like it in the realm of physical science. Speaking of which, it's been at least 3 seconds since a homeless guy yelled at me. Let's fix that without going to Los Angeles.
Hey, people.
Oh, God.
It is I, the lore man.
Okay, do you know where the bathroom
My
is?
IQ is the highest among all Reddit.
That's not saying much.
Did you know Renala of a full moon resides
Okay, you know what?
within the
Never mind.
academy?
Let's just talk to,
I think I got unbanned from the DS3 Reddit, by the way. I went on Reddit yesterday, and it was suggested to me to join the community. I just wanted to let everybody know that I think they unbanned me.
This is worse. Let's, come back to that eventually. Oh, I guess I'm stuck here. Congratulations, we've made it past
Okay,
the
his
first
music choice
demigod,
is so
out of
based.
6.5. I'm sure his subjects will remember him fondly.
That guy always made me laugh. He is so ridiculous. He is like the #1 hater. He's a bigger hater than the Reverse Flash.
Remember all those adventures we had together, all those places we've been. That was 10% of the map. I'll probably finish these videos in a nursing home. This is the rest of the game, and wow, I better call Gandalf for that shit because we've got a ways to walk. Welcome
love
everyone
Gandalf
to
with the
Ligma
big
of
naturals.
The Lakes, the largest swamp that Miyazaki was allowed to build. 30,000 men have already died, and on today's episode, we will be heading to the second demigod on my list of political dissidents. Renala of the Red Lobster, Queen of Caria, for at least the next 10 minutes, resides in the magical academy of Malaysia Lucario. And to get there, we need to head across a biological minefield. No
Do you think he's gonna bring up the lobsters? The lobsters are the worst part about the zone. Now when I see a lobster in public, at like Publix, I get scared. I think they're gonna shoot at me from inside the tank.
known informally as the Crustacean Nation.
Yeah,
it is here that we face our greatest challenge, the fucking shrimp. I'm starting to think that PETA
Wait, they're shrimp? I always thought they were lobsters. Were they shrimp the entire time? Wow, I really don't know my animals.
has a
I'm not a genius. I'm not a genus genius.
So anyways, we head through the gauntlet, past the Octosketty, and get completely sidetracked until I end up in fucking Nipton. But we're gonna skip over most of the side content.
There's something up
You
there. I
could
think it's
say
in the
that
jar.
We don't have the time to hang out. Just know that you can find this area by Google searching Elden Ring Albania. This one is for all my baby girls. I see your comments, ladies, and they
For me? I just got here and I'm already a baby girl? Oh my god, I feel so honored. Okay, what do you have to say?
make me smile. I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect. So after heading through the ruins of my
Wow.
marriage and killing the white people, we make it to the Hogwarts, only to find that the way is blocked by a mysterious seal. And next to it lies a map,
He was
which leads
jamming.
straight to the key. Their security is dog shit. This puzzle should be pretty easy. All we have to do is get past the dragon that's waiting there. This game has a lot
I
of
just
dragons
run
in it,
past
so I'm
him.
going to keep a count. Just know
I'm such
that
a
it
lame
doesn't get
game
easier.
player. I am like the worst player of all time. I just see additional enemies and I go, yep, not my problem. It's like never worth it. It's always for pennies on the ground. Like literally, I just don't have time. I'd rather go and level up by killing 100 million bosses and just like banking everything into decks and then never getting hit. That's the only way I ever play these games.
So now that we've broken into magical racism land, it's time to enact our revenge upon Chris Angel Mindfreak in one of the most pretty good-ish dungeons of the game, featuring brand new challenges and enemies such as the Spastic Child, this man 30 times in a row, and a homeless guy who helps me extract the blood from my body. Raging Lucario is a fairly linear dungeon with some rather unusual architecture. Now, I'm no interior designer, but why is the entrance to the school a graveyard? Is this America? Anyways, we drive...
There was actually, I'm allowed to laugh because there was like somebody who brought a G word to my school when I was in high school. And this is how so desensitized this has become to like the older generation that I called my mom and I said, Mom, somebody brought a G word. Can you pick me up? And she went, you'll be fine. Just like stay in the locker room. Because I played basketball and I went, I'll be fine. This is basically my school!
Past Ohio as quickly as possible until we end up near the lecture hall. Singular. There is only one in the entire school. I guess they just do it on Zoom. And for today's lecture, what is the dog doing?
This one, I don't know why. This boss makes me look like the biggest noob. He always gatekeeps me. And I don't even know. His moveset isn't even that complicated. It just feels so fast. And then when he like shoots a pew, 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 it just hits me every time.
The answer is stabbing me. This is one hecking Speederino doggo who is frankly an insult to every wizard in the school. Their valedictorian eats his own shit. The gimmick for this chonking pupper is that he combines beast-like aggression with powerful magical attacks, but none was so devastating as when he corrupted my drive, which destroyed this video. The last minute of footage was reconstructed from memory, but besides that...
No way! Wait, he made the video twice?
Which destroyed this video. The last minute of footage was reconstructed from memory.
It says, to explain in more detail, I woke up one day to find that the Elden Ring project file was completely missing. I had Windows search all of my drives for every .project file, and it did not find anything. Windows file recovery could not restore it. Oh my god! I probably would have cried. That was probably at least 100 hours of work. Nah, I would have gave up. I would have just gave up.
Memory. But besides that, his moveset is...
Maybe he has like rabies and he infected his hard drive with a virus.
varied and intense, requiring expert evasion or just a lot of healing. It really is a shame that his health bar is the size of an amoeba. I guess my weapon's just covered in chocolate. Wow, this is just like my favorite show, Family Guy. So before we take the 30-second walk to the next boss,
this walk back is pretty brutal. I think you can open up a side door, but I just don't do it because I'm ignorant.
Acquire some fat drip so I may no longer appear fatherless. Now on our search for a classroom that can't be raided, we head up the stairs to experience bowling and...
Wait, this video was made when people were raiding classrooms? I totally forgot about that. I think people used to just like load into Zoom classes and play like an accordion or something and then get kicked out. That was probably like a cough era meme to do.
VR, and after learning how to phase through oncoming traffic, we become sidetracked again as I am teleported straight to the Turtle Pope.
Actually, I love everything about this video, but you got one thing wrong. That's a dog. That's not a turtle, that is a dog.
Wants to sell me things. His existence isn't explained and I don't want it to be. Only horror lurks behind that stare. Let's move on to something less disturbing. I can't believe I went to college without once seeing Ben Shapiro.
Is that Ben Shapiro?
Less disturbing.
Every time... Guys, you've actually given me Twitch chat PTSD. Every time I hear the Vine boom noise, in my head, I just see 9 million people in chat typing Ayo, 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 Ayo. Because the way we have it set up on the Twitch stream is if you type Ayo, it makes a Vine boom. It's stuck in my head forever as a Twitch chat meme. It's just so loud.
What is up, guys, and welcome to episode 390 Minecraft Let's Play.
This is a preschool, ma'am.
Today we're going to be messaging my underage fans on the internet.
I want to know why that's like a Minecraft phenomena. Why? Why does every Minecraft YouTuber turn to that? I don't get it. I don't get it. There's so many like hot moms out there.
Oh boy. Welcome one and holocaust to Child Slaughterfest 2002 twos. That's right.
Oh my god, that's like that time I've told the story before where I accidentally killed a kid in Skyrim because I didn't know that I had the mod installed to where you could do damage to everybody, and people in chat were freaking out. Like, why would you do that? You sick freak! That was too far! It was a pixel kid.
Right, this is an American school after all, and in this battle, we're going to be teaching these kids the harsh realities of the hood. Now, I know what you're going to say, and hopefully it's not a police report. Max0r, this fight looks kind of easy, like taking candy from a baby.
Yes, but it's annoying. I'll give him that. I think you can one cycle her when she's on the ground, but you kind of have to just wail on her and just accept anything that could happen to you.
If the candy was their still beating heart, this is accurate. In fact, all you have to do is find the correct one to turn inside out, at which point Renala basically lets you go to town. The reason for this is that we aren't fighting a demigod. This is the demigod's ex-wife, who was dumped after she gave birth to 30 of herself. To some extent, I can understand, but goddamn that child support. Kind of feel like I'm doing him a favor.
Yeah, Bleed is so good.
Twitter, this is your boy, Eat That Pussy.
What the f-
I've never heard that soundbite in my life. Man got a full-time job eating kitty cat. He's working a 9 to 5. Oh my god, thank you for your cervix.
And about like 30 to 45 minutes ago, I beat the fuck out of my dick. So
what the hell?
Goddamn hard.
That was EDP? No, thank you for your service. No, thank you for your service. Oh my god, can I get a refund?
That I can't even feel my left leg. My left leg has been totally numb. And my dick is...
I guess there's a phase 2.
Honestly, the other iconic soundbite I can think of, do you remember when that girl was doing live streams? I can't remember. I think her name's like Invader V. And it's been used in MLG montages where she's just like, and just don't give up, or something like that. It's like a big, long speech. I love that audio clip. That audio clip is so good. Yeah, that one was awesome. Yeah.
To the point where it feels fucking weird when I go and take a piss.
Welcome to the real fight. It's still easy for Dark Souls, which means the challenge is getting anywhere close to her. This fight is essentially Dark Sus Gwendolyn if he/them were a good boss, using a vast array of magic, other bosses, and the power of Goku to socially distance your skull from your neck. But even still, it's very manageable if you have any semblance of patience. My editing might tell you something about how I did. 70% of this fight is waiting for my turn.
And then she's gonna spawn the dogs. Those damn dogs. They are terrifying.
It's like I'm trying to stab Julius Caesar.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so we can take this video to the moon.
So after sufficient damage is dealt, we find out that her second phase has a second phase and its other bosses, including, of course, this bastard again and the actual straight-up pack of wolves.
Yes! They're horrible! I hate fights where you have to just, like, either dodge every ad or go in and then just hope that you one-shot them. I don't like that gameplay. I really don't. That's why you guys can be like, but Dark Souls 2 is so good. I just don't like gank fights. Just every time, like, bleh, bleh. I'm just not a big gank fight lover.
Just make sure that you don't die, otherwise it's back to the daycare. Needless to say, this fight is a visual and gameplay feast, and by that I mean it does not end. The divorce may have hit hard, but it is hitting me harder, so let's do to her life what her husband did to the marriage.
Yay!
Oh, there goes the camera.
You did it! We're going to Brazil!
I fucking hate this place. It's making me want to minimize the amount of air I breathe.
Greetings again, Tarnish.
Yeah, okay.
What knowledge do you seek that brings you to my domain?
Okay, so I've been to Red Lobster once already. Where do I go next?
Kaled.
What?
You must continue your adventure in Caelid. Is that a problem?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong with Caelid.
I like that armor set.
Hey guys, Needs McTherapy here. Today we're gonna be playing in a Tim Burton land.
Oh.
Welcome to Caelid. It's basically made of German bedtime stories. Who can forget?
Is this where the dogs spawn? I think they fixed this later, but there used to be a dog that would do like 9,999 damage to you and you would just explode. He was like some like huge beefy boy. I remember that. He did so much damage.
At such legendary tales as Der Vogel, Der Backpfeifengesicht, and most terrifying of all, Das Kinderschredder. I'm sorry if you speak German, by the way. That's gotta be my least favorite disability. And on today's episode of Amnesia: The Dark Descent, we are invited to a festival and slumber party where the sleep is permanent, all for a chance to face off against the third demigod on my Club Penguin friends list. Starscourge Radon, captain of the hospice, resides within the walls of Redmane Castle, where every year he throws a party to see who can keep their limbs the longest. The price of admission is just getting anywhere near him, because sometimes life is just a Bulgarian and you are an unstolen car. So we ride, vaguely and in some direction, encountering many horrifying creatures beyond the reach of.
Guys, I'm American. I don't know stereotypes for anybody except for people in the US, okay? The only stereotypes I know are like Texas cowboys. When I moved to Texas when I was a kid, I thought people actually rode horses to school. And I know Florida is where they manufacture fentanyl, and Ohio is where they have the roller coasters, and Alabama is where they have incest. That's all I know.
God, and locking myself in the cum dungeon. The other kids laughed at me. They called me Jizzy Johnson, but now it is I who is laughing at them. Oh, cool. It's another dragon, and this one is quite the special encounter because we get to fight him in the volume of an aquarium. He can't really touch anything, otherwise he decouples his existence. Hey, what's up, guys? Max0r here, and today we're gonna be gaming on the moon because that's what this shit feels like.
Are we gaming on the moon first, and then second, we should all piss on the moon?
In fact, I heard you like dragons so much that I made an entire part of the map called Dragon Barrow, and I filled it with, you guessed it, an obscene quantity of dragons, because truly, we have not fought enough of them. I don't want to be here anymore. Let's put this in the future episode box. So far, we've seen a lot of traumatizing things.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem for later. That's normally how I tackle my life too. Yeah, you know what? Future me can worry about putting the laundry up. I don't really have time right now. Then future me when I want to go to bed and there's laundry all over it.
Enough to give half of all American politicians cardiac arrest, but I've been saving the best for last, and by best, I mean the most evil game design ever conceptualized. The Swamp of Aeolia lies...
Florida, I live there! Let me look outside. Yep, that's a poison swamp.
Just within the center of Caelid and contains enough aids to make Ronald Reagan sweat. This region, and pretty much all of Caelid, but mostly this fucking abomination, is infested with scarlet rot, which is like poison if it was made of radium. And get this, it's spreading. You can't even use a horse to bypass the radiation because an NPC just invades you in the middle of the swamp. It's like I can hear the dulcet tones of the game director laughing at me. For your crimes, I am sending you to the moon. This place is filled with all kinds of new and interesting ways to die, and my favorite lies at the center of the swamp, where we can find Commander O'Neill and his Bostonian ketamine mafia. Surprisingly enough, this is the only thing here that can't kill me. His moveset is so simple, it's Amish accessible.
I think you can even go up in the tree and just shoot him.
It takes for him to do damage. Maybe this boss would be better with a second phase, one where he whips out his lightning cock and pulverizes me until I'm gravel. But you know, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Also, he drops his ketamine needle, which I will now put to very good use.
I remember her. I always just let her die. I'm a horrible person.
You're a horse, right?
That was good. Oh, I thought that was the end of the video. But wait, there's more. Like extended trailer.
Now, this entire level can be skipped because I think the devs realize that Caelid is the actual level. Do you even know how many dogs were euthanized on my way here? Don't worry, you aren't actually missing anything unless you're a big fan of cats, such as life on the Serengeti. So, welcome to the Festival of Ramadan. There are 2 attendants in total, and one of them is this guy.
I love him. I don't care. I'm gonna pause every time I see him just so I can take it in and like smell him. Thank you.
Hello again, Tarnished. How was your journey down the well?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just passionate about my cuisine. Speaking of which, did you ever find those children I talked about?
Welcome one and all cost to Child Slaughterfest 2022. No.
Shame.
You know what? Maybe the jar will be a bit up. Okay, never mind. So in a stroke of obscene luck, we find a
Hey Barry, can you do this? Yes, I can now. Yes, I can.
mostly sane person who tells us via YouTube Rewind that Radon is not here, technically. You see, this castle is his euthanasia clinic and we are going to pull the plug. I'm sorry, Grandpa, I have to charge my Switch.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that one resonated with me so much.
Consciousness has been gone for several hundred years due to the demigod Malenia, who is the Blade of Mikola, by the way. But
the saddest thing is if you pulled life support on your grandpa to be able to use your Switch, and your Switch was actually completely dead, you would have to sit here for like 20 minutes just staring at your dead grandpa because you can't even pick it up and play it until it's like 10% charged.
that is a story for later. Essentially, his mind was eaten by the Scarlet Rot, but this man is literally too angry to die, and we are attempt number 500 to kill him. So, I'm liking these odds. I'm just built differently. Very Willed Smith-friendly. Let's, go start the mercy killing. And, why is he so far away?
Oh no, moments before disaster.
Welcome everyone to the open world RPG where I roleplay as the victim, and today we're doing one of the best fights in all the video games. Starscourge Radon is a big, buff, absolute unit of a boss whose
Wait, was that Billy? Aww. That made me kind of sad.
The instinct is recycling your flesh back into the ecosystem, but you are not alone in this battle. There is no limit on how many people you can summon, and if they die, then you can just do it again. I'm sure they won't mind. I have essentially converted the game into an RTS. I'm gonna fight Raid Boss Radon in World of Employee Harassment. Now, you can fight him alone.
I'm glad somebody else thinks of that every time, because for me, I just think of drinking booba milk. That was just egregious. That was actually just egregious.
As a real gamer, but why would you? This is a goddamn festival, and I will not be having.
What do you mean, huh? Aww. What do you mean, huh? Didn't Blizzard get in trouble for drinking booba milk? Isn't that what happened?
Sex by myself. Before you can even reach him, Radon is sniping your ass with the accuracy of my opinions on the internet and firing a
They were literally chugging and then went yummers.
Vicious amount of arrows from God. If you want to exercise the privilege of fighting him, you have to earn it. And that is the easy part. Even with summons, you need to pay full attention to his moveset, as his attacks swing wider than American elections and hit harder than a freight train.
It's like I have to keep pausing because so much is happening and he keeps putting like my favorite things in the video. I love when he goes, soda! That's another great clip.
You may have already noticed, but that is a comically small horse. It's like I'm looking at Shaquale O'Nale. This is because, in addition to being built like a steel mill, Radon has the power to defy gravity, which constantly gets him into fights with solar bodies. This man is skateboarding a horse and holding back the stars while killing everyone he comes into contact with, and he does it from the hospice. Radon is an absolute god among Chads, and this fight's intensity lives up to that and then some. And
doesn't he ride his baby horse because he wanted to keep him as his pet or something? I can't remember the exact horse lore, but I think he kept him because he liked him. Yeah, he wanted to keep him. I think that's cute. It kind of reminds me, I like the juxtaposition of big guy who have soft spot for animal, like the Doom guy with his bunny.
that is just phase 1. Phase 2 starts when he,
Oh, goodbye!
Jumps into the...
Oh, wait, his name? How do you say it? Is it Leonard or Leonard? That's really cute that he has a name.
upper atmosphere.
Ah!
Jesus Christ, he is a thick one.
Don't look at that. Woohoo! Congratulations! That one always feels good.
Oh god, I think my Zodiac just killed itself. This is sure to negatively affect the trout population. Won't someone please think about the economy?
Oh, is it the end already? Aww. That was really good. Okay, that was awesome. I've never seen any of these videos before. That was great. But I also wanted to say that if you're watching this on YouTube, come by the Twitch stream, twitch.tv, go to BerryCrepe if you want to type in chat. And also, if you like this video, let me know and I'll watch the other parts, but I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for the great video. You did amazing. I loved it. Thank you. Time